Welcome back to its cozy crochet channel. In today's tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet these stripped beret hats step by step. So let's begin. Need as our material, I'm going to use this yarn. This one is winter king 4 ply 100% acrylic and it weighs 50 grams. It is a medium weight yarn. I'm going to use 3 skeins of this. I'm also going to use this one. It is Robin 100% acrylic and it is a lightweight yarn. It weighs 50 grams and I'm going to use 1 skein and I'll be doubling the strands to achieve a medium weight yarn. We also need a hook. I'm going to use a 3mm hook. We need a darning needle, a stitch marker, a pair of scissors, and a tape measure to measure our work. So let's get into it. We need the right measurements of our head circumference and its radius. I'm going to work for size large and its circumference is 60 centimeters and the radius is 9.5. For the slouch, the middle part of our hat, you are going to add the number of centimeters that you want depending on how wide you want your beret hat to turn out. I want mine extra large, so I'm going to add 17.5 centimeters. Then for the brim, we will add 6 centimeters. So you're going to add your radius measurements to your slouch measurements, then to your brim measurement. What you get, you're going to chain the number of chains that is equivalent to that. On my case, I have 33 centimeters. That is 9.5 plus 17.5 plus 6 centimeter. So I'm going to chain the chains that are equivalent to 33 centimeters. So grab your hook and yarn, and this is how I work my slip knot. You're going to start with the slip knot. Then next, chain the chains that are equivalent to your measurements. At the end of your chains, you're going to add 3 chains. I have 63 chains, so I'm going to add 3 chains, that is 66 chains. 1, 2, and 3. So next, you're going to skip 2 chains from the hook and into the 3rd chain, work a double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the 3rd chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next chain, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're going to repeat that across. You're going to repeat that across until you have 10 chains left, remaining with 10 chains. So next I'm going to work a single crochet in each chain. So insert your hook into the next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Then grab your stitch marker and mark the stitch behind the hook. Then you're going to work single crochets across. to the last chain, work a single crochet, then you're going to chain one and turn your work. The second row we are going to work into back loops only, so skip the first chain and into the next back loop, work a single crochet, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through into the next back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through into the next back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. So at the end, ensure you have 10 single crochets to where our stitch marker is. The last single crochet stitch, you're going to remove your stitch marker, then place a single crochet into that back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through. Then you're going to grab your stitch marker and mark this back loop, and into the next back loop we are going to work a double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next back loop, pull up a loop, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2 into the next back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're going to work back to work double crochets across, and I'll meet you here. Remaining with the last back loop, you're going to skip that, then chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your work, and into the next row, yarn over, skip the first 2 chains from the hook, then insert your hook into the first loop, back loop, and work a double crochet. So we are going to repeat that, a double crochet in each back loop, so proceed. I'll meet you here. The last double crochet stitch of our third row, so next you're going to work a single crochet, remove your stitch marker, then place a single crochet into this back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, then grab your stitch marker and mark that stitch, then proceed with single crochets in each back loop to the remaining back loops. The last back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, then you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, skip the first chain from the hook and into the next back loop, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over and work a single crochet. So we are working single crochets up to where our stitch marker is. Then from there we will proceed with double crochets in the remaining back loops. So you're going to remove your stitch marker, then place a single crochet there, then grab your stitch marker and mark this stitch behind the hook, and from this point we are working double crochets in each back loop. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So proceed to the second last back loop stitch. I'll meet you here. Remaining with the last 2 back loops, you're going to work a double crochet into the second last back loop, then chain 2. So far we have 4 rows and we need 6 rows in total. Then you're going to join these rows at the end here, and you're also going to change color from this beige to jungle green. So on our last 2 rows you're going to repeat this, and remember to skip the last loop in each row, and then once you're there I'll show you what to do next. Also ensure you don't skip any loop. Ensure you don't skip any loop apart from the last loop on our double crochet side at the end of our 6th row. And this is how our work is so far. So on our 6th row we're going to work a double crochet into the last loop. So insert your hook into the last loop, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So the next step you're going to join the 6 rows together. So insert your hook here, grab one of the loop on the last double crochet post here as so, then insert your hook into the last loop of our 5th row, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 3. On our 4th row here you're going to grab a loop on the last double crochet post as so, then insert your hook into the last loop of our 3rd row, a double crochet row as so, yarn over and pull through all. Then next, the 2nd row, you're going to insert your hook into this loop, the last double crochet post, and into the last loop, into the last post. Then you're going to change color to jungle green. So yarn over and pull through all, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through, then you're going to turn your work. Yarn over into the first back loop, work a double crochet, into the next back loop you're working a double crochet, and into the next back loop place a double crochet, and we'll be working double crochets up to where our stitch marker is. At this point you're going to do what we did previously, remove your stitch marker, then place a single crochet into that back loop, grab your stitch marker and mark this stitch, work single crochets to the end, chain one, then work single crochets up to where our stitch marker is, then you will change to double crochet stitches to the end. I'll meet you here. At the end of our 8th row, we are remaining with 2 stitches at the end. So yarn over, insert your hook into the last loop, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through. So at this point you're going to change color from jungle green to beige, back to beige. So grab your beige color, leave some extension or so, then yarn over and pull through 2, then you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn your color, your work. Grab your scissor and reduce your jungle green yarn as so. So proceed in double crochet in each back loop stitch. So we need 9 sections of this in beige and green. Already done with the first one. So you're going to repeat this until you have 9 sections in beige and jungle green. I'll meet you there. The last row, the last back loop, you're not going to skip it. We'll add a double crochet, then chain 1 and cut your yarn. So this is how our work is so far. So the next step, you're going to join our work, the 2 ends together. So place your work on a surface, the right side facing up. Then you're going to fold it as so. Then align your work as so too. So we're going to join our work from this end where the single crochets are moving towards this other end. And we'll be using a jungle green yarn. Split enough yarn that will be enough from this end all round. Grab your darning needle, then feed in your yarn. Insert your needle into the first stitch on this side and the other side the first stitch, then pull your needle through as so. Insert your needle into the same stitch, tie a knot there and pull through to secure your work. Repeat into the same stitch, tie a knot and pull through to secure your work. And at this point you can use your best technique to join the two sides together. The last stitch, I'll remove my stitch marker and join. At this point I'm going to use the running stitch around the circle. Then once I'm done, I'll pull my yarn to close the gap completely. Once the gap is closed, we are going to weave in the remaining yarn to secure our work. Once you're done weaving the remaining ends, then you're going to turn your work inside out. If you've learned something from this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Happy crocheting. See you in the next video.